out by the creek, where the cottonwoods whisper, under the grip of the great mountain shadow. She laughed with the sun, danced with the wind on that old wooden porch where our summers thinned. Her scarf in the breeze like a soft blue prayer, her promise of forever hung silent in the air. Now her goodbye drifts through the valley so low, rustles through the oak leaves where the wild rivers flow. Every sunset bleeds a color she once knew. Her goodbye drifts like the morning dew. The years peel the paint from that cabin we shared. Gravel roads less traveled, echo songs unsung. The chair where she sat remained solemnly bare, a testament to dreams we once declared. In the stir of the dust, her laughter's a ghost, fading on the trail where I need her the most. Her goodbye drifts through the valley so low, rustles through the oak leaves where the wild rivers flow. Every sunset bleeds a color she once knew. Her goodbye drifts like the morning dew. I roam through these hills, a shadow at dusk, chasing the whisper of her gone silhouette. Love's a lone star, fading from view, in the vast endless sky of the deepest blue. Still her goodbye drifts through the valley so low, haunts every canyon, over peaks dusted with snow. Each night folds in, colder and through. Her goodbye drifts, and I'm drifting too. Her goodbye drifts, and I'm drifting too. Out by the ridge where the old oak weeps, your scarf still dances on a breeze so sweet. We carved our names under stars so deep, where the lonely fire sleeps. Oh, my heart rides the winds of those silent plains, where the whispers echo with your name. Under the moonlight, my regrets I keep beside the ashes where the lonely fire sleeps. The porch still creaks from our last goodbye. The saddle's dusty, no more rides. Gravel roads stretch neath endless skies. Memories fade where old love lies. Oh, my heart rides the winds of those silent plains, sing to the stars about a love that was deep in a town too small for secrets to keep. Forever wandering, a soul that never sleeps, dreaming by the ruins where the lonely fire sleeps. Yes, I'm lost in the quiet where the lonely fire sleeps. Down by the river where the willows weep, she carved our names in the bark so deep. Underneath that old oak tree, her laughter rang wild and free. The dusty trails knew our wandering souls. In the town where the church bell tolls, we danced through nights under starry lights, her voice in the wind holding me tight. But now the porch swings alone, the door softly moans, her scarf caught on the fence, faded and worn, and every sunset that bleeds into night whispers her name, her voice held tight. The years rolled like a lonesome freight through empty cabins and hearts that wait, where once her boots by the doorway stood, now just echoes in a silent wood. The gravel roads, they all remember her smile in the fire's dying ember. But time it took, what I held dear left me with shadows when I reached disappear. And now the porch swings alone, the door softly moans, her scarf caught on the fence, weathered and torn, and every sunset that bleeds into night cries out her name, her voice held tight. Beneath the vast unyielding skies, I see her eyes in the stars that rise, and though I roam through this endless plight, her soul's the lantern in my night. Still the porch swings alone, the door softly moans, her scarf caught on the fence, threads bare and shorn. As the twilight concedes to the night, I hold her close, her voice held tight. In the quiet whispers of the night, forever her voice, forever held tight. In the shadow of the willow where the creek used to play lies a ghost of an old porch where we once whiled away. Fingers laced like oak roots under skies forever gray. Your laughter spilled like silver rain on that long-lost May. Oh, the porch washed away, but your echo lingers still in the wind's mournful cry across these barren hills. My heart's left hanging on that old splintered rail, like a lone scarf caught in a bitter winter gale. Now the town's a whisper, and the trails have all grown cold. This saddle's worn and weathered, like the secrets we once told. Where the cabin stood so proudly, now only shadows dare to tread. Beneath the moon that watched us, now sleeps our love long dead. Oh, the porch washed away, but your echo lingers still in the wind's mournful cry across these barren hills. My heart's left hanging on that old splintered rail, like a lone scarf caught in a bitter winter gale. A drifter's soul wanders through memories turned to rust, seeking solace in the silence of dreams turned to dust. Yet in the heart of every sunset, where the world dips in gold, I find a sliver of your warmth in the cold. Yes, the porch washed away, and you drifted like the sands, with the grace of a river slipping silent through my hands. I'm a whisper in the prairie, a shadow in the sway, forever bound to the place where my heart lay. Oh, the porch washed away, but your echo lingers still in every sunset's cry, and in the night so still where the oak weeps for the rain. I'll be waiting every day for the porch and my heart washed away. Out here where the wind whispers through the oak, stands an old ranch, its heart long ago broke. An empty porch swing rocks in the silent breeze, echoes of laughter lost on dusty seas. I recall her scarf red against the winter's gray, dancing like wildfire, then it slipped away. Ain't nothing left now but the shadows and the stains. This ranch remembers, cradles all my loves and pain. Oh, these hills recall her steps beside the stream, underneath the sunset's dying golden gleam. Every stone and creek, every wildflower scent, whispers of a love time can't ever mend. Years rolled like thunder, took the young man I was, left a trail of memories wrapped up in what was. Gone are the hoofbeats that raced the gravel road, only echoes in the barn where we once shared a load. The saddle hangs idle on a dusty forgotten wall, her picture a faded sentinel, a silent mournful call. No more laughter in the corridors, no boots upon the floor, just a lone cowboy wandering as the winds of sorrow roar. Oh, these hills recall her steps beside the stream, underneath the sunset's dying golden gleam. Every stone and creek, every wildflower scent, whispers of a love time can't ever mend.
Sometimes I feel the rains trying to wash my soul, clear away the footprints, make the broken whole. Yet every storm that passes leaves her deeper in my mind, an anchor in the currents of what I've left behind. So this ranch holds her secrets, like the oak cradles the wind. In the quiet I hear heartbeats from a world that might have been. Forgive me, my dear, as I turn to face the dawn. A cowboy rides the morning light, forever moving on. Yet this abandoned ranch remembers, under stars that never fade, the love that lived and died here in the silence that we made.
In the shadow of the canyon, where the oak tree stands alone, I found your scarf, the one you wore, now faded, frayed and blown. The wind whispers secrets through the branches overhead, echoes of the sweet words to me you once had said. Oh, the wind whispers low beneath the coyote's cry, where the riverbeds run dry under the vast unending sky. My heart lies buried in the rugged dusty plains, where the silent sunsets bleed and only your memory remains. These gravel roads, they twist and turn past porches old and worn, each creaking board a testament to vows once sweetly sworn. The time it rode a swifter steed took you far from these wild lands, left me roaming solo with just shadows holding hands. Oh, the wind whispers low beneath the coyote's cry, where the riverbeds run dry under the vast unending sky. My heart lies buried in the rugged dusty plains, where the silent sunsets bleed and only your memory remains. I've worn my sorrow like an old leather saddle, riding trails of solitude, too lonesome to straddle. But every gust, every storm that I weather ties me stronger, the ghost of your tether. So let the wind whisper soft, let it howl, let it moan. I'll walk these empty cabins, these forgotten roads alone, as the dusk claims the day with a deep purple sigh. I'm a shadow in the sunset with no tears left to cry, where the paths fade away in the lands you once roamed. The wind whispers your name, my heart's final home. The shadow of the oak, where the wild river bends, stood an old house of wood where my heart could mend. Echoes of laughter under that tin roof rain, scarves on the coat rack whisper her name. Sunset would paint us in hues bittersweet on that old porch swing, our whispered retreat. Oh, how that old house burns deep in my soul. Flames lick the memories I can't control. The wind carries ashes where love once was stirred. Under the moonlight, that old house burns. The years rode away like dust on the trail. The laughter fell quiet, the post turned frail. The oak tree once mighty now bends with regret. Saddles unmounted and tables unset. Gravel roads empty that led to the door of the house now but shadows. Love lives there no more. Oh, how that old house burns deep in my soul. Flames lick the memories I can't control. The wind carries ashes where love once was stirred. Under the moonlight, that old house burns. So here's my confession by the light of the stars. A drifter finds home wherever they are. But those flames in the distance, they haunt like a curse in every town shadow, in every verse. Oh, how that old house burns. It's out of my reach. Taught me lessons of love that no one can teach. With each flickering ember, my lonesome heart yearns for the days now just smoke as the old house burns. Under the heavens, so vast and so stern, I carry the blaze as the old house burns. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long on the ground, I first saw her wild hair go like the crown of a queen. Under that old porch, laughter was the sweetest sound. Where we carved our names, now just whispers in between. But the storm turned cold, the sky stole her golden light, leaving just shadows where we used to dance alone. That old scarf she left holds a scent of her tight. Now I wander these gravel roads forever thrown. The cabin stands empty where once it brimmed with dreams. Windows gaze like tired eyes, watching seasons betray. The trail's overgrown where we chase fleeting streams. Her absence a quiet ghost in the dust where I lay. Yes, the storm turned cold, the sky stole her golden light, leaving just echoes where laughter filled the void. That old saddle's warm like my heart through endless nights. Under the moon's pale watch, my hopes forever alive. In the silence after rain, when the wind speaks soft and low, I feel her touch in the breeze that stirs the sycamore leaves. Maybe all that's left is a letting go, finding peace like the sunset in the warmth it weaves. Still the storm turned cold, and my heart bears the frost, a prairie fire in my soul for the love I've known and lost. These lands, they hold her in the quiet rustling gold, till I'm just a tale on these trails forever old. With every sun that sets, I learn to live with the ghost of her whisper in the wind on the path I chose the most.
Out where the oak trees shadow the dust-laden trail, I met her wild heart in a soft-spoken tale. Under the canvas of a twilight so lush, by the bend where the river sings hushed. Oh, Canyon died young in the arms of the dawn. Her whispers still dance in the breeze that's now gone. These old boots tread paths where our laughter once lay. In the echoes of sunset, I'm losing my way. We carved our names on the side of an old wooden porch, watch seasons turn while holding a torch. But the winter came harsh, stole the warmth from her hands, left me wandering alone through these lands. Yes, Canyon died young as the night stole the morn. Her scarf caught the wind, now tattered and worn. These old boots tread paths through the silence they stray. In the shadows of moonlight, I'm fading away. And there by the hearth of an empty log cabin, I ponder the fire, how it glows much like passion. A heart can't spark flames, yet in ashes truths lie, like the dust of the trail when it's dry. Canyon died young with the stars as her crown. In the quiet of the night, I lay my heart down. These old boots stop at the edge of our dreams, where the river runs silent and the past softly gleams. Oh, Canyon, my
'neath the high desert sand. I first saw her silhouette against the sun's descent. An old cabin stood, weathered by wind and rain, where echoes of laughter traced the edge of my pain. She danced on the porch, a scarf in her breeze, her laughter a melody, soft as the whispering leaves. His shadow called my name through the whispers of the plain, in the twilight's fading glow, where our lost memories remain underneath the starlit frame. All my dreams became estranged. His shadow called my name, and the silence never changed. Years flowed like the river across the gravel roads, where once we wandered, now I walk alone. The saddle sits dusty on an empty, tired mare. Her eyes look to the trail as if she still sees you there. That old porch swing sways with a creaking sound, a symphony of what was lost and never to be found. His shadow called my name through the whispers of the plain, in the twilight's fading glow, where our lost memories remain underneath the starlit frame. All my dreams became estranged. His shadow called my name, and the silence never changed. My confession on this long and lonesome ride. The heart holds on to love as the soul tries to hide in the dust of the trails, in the rain that starts to fall. I've learned that shadows linger even as the night calls. His shadow called my name through the whispers of the plain, in the twilight's fading glow, where our lost memories remain. Every sunset paints the pain in colors of the love I can't reclaim. His shadow called my name, and I'm still calling hers in vain. In the distance, a coyote calls to the moon, a lone and haunting tune, as his shadow fades away like the closing of a day too soon.
Saw you last night in that corner bar, same old smile, same broken star. You raised your glass, I froze in place. Damn, time's been kind to your face. We talked like strangers who once knew how to dance slow in dusty shoes. Laughed a bit, then paused too long, like a verse that forgot its song. We were almost forever, damn near the story they'd remember. But almost don't keep fires warm, and maybe don't survive the storm. I still hear your name in old songs play on jukebox hearts and towns that fade. We had the spark, we missed the weather. Yeah, we were almost forever. Said you've got 2 kids and a dog. I smiled and sipped my second shot. I lied and said I'm doing fine, but hell, I still write your name in lines. We both know what could have been if pride had led forgiveness in. But now we're just too used to be in someone else's memory. We were almost forever, almost the line in the love letter, but we folded the page too soon and lost each other under the moon. I still wear the shirt you stole from me and curse the days I let you leave. Some love just ain't that clever. Ours was almost forever. Maybe in some other life I'd hold your hand without the fight, but fate ain't kind to those who wait, and too late came right on time. We were almost forever, like autumn leaves that missed the tether. We drifted far on winds unsaid. Now we toast to what we left dead. And when this night fades into dawn, you'll walk away and I'll move on, but I'll whisper your name in the leather of a heart that remembers. Almost forever. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long on the ground, a woven scarf blue as the prairie sky I found. Right by the porch where we'd sit when day was done, where whispers danced with the setting sun. Scarf shut the door on what we used to be, leaving me with raging winds and memory. Underneath the starlit dome, so vast and wide, I roam alone with your ghost by my side. Now the cabin's empty, the fire's just cold ash. Gravel roads echo with our forgotten laughs. Where wildflowers bloom, now there's just the rain, washing away dreams, leaving behind the pain. Scarf shut the door on all we used to know, lost in dust clouds where once wild rivers flow. On faded trails my lonesome heart does ride, seeking what's gone with shadows as my guide. Old saddle creaks as I whisper to the breeze, tales of a love as deep as the endless seas. Yet here I wander, a shadow in the dust, holding on to a memory wrapped in twilight's husk. Scarf shut the door, but still I feel you near, in the cry of the night hawk, sharp and clear. I'll ride these lands where sorrow softly pours, forever bound to what was once ours. carve shut the door, yet love never ignores. Farewell, my dear, till I find peace where these old rivers bend.
In the shadow of the oak, the old house stands, weathered wood and a door that still swings. Whispers float on the prairie winds, where laughter used to live under summer skins. We carved our names in that hard old tree, promises made where no one could see. Oh, the old house remembers her scarf on the rack, the sunset through curtains, never pulling them back. Dust dances alone where we used to dance. The old house remembers, oh, the old house can't forget. Years like rivers, they erode a man's soul. Gravel roads empty, they used to be whole. Wildflowers push through the cracks on her steps, ghosts in the garden, secrets they've kept. The saddle's untouched, it's been years since it's roamed, an empty chair on that porch, calling me home. Oh, the old house remembers her scarf on the rack, the sunset through curtains, never pulling them back. Dust dances alone where we used to dance. The old house remembers, oh, the old house can't forget. Rain taps the roof in a slow, sad song. Memories like visitors, they stay too long. Under the oak, the earth knows the score. Her name, my heart, and the forevermore. Yes, the old house remembers, and so do I. In the stillness of twilight, under a faint sky, dust settles soft on the paths we'd roam. The old house remembers what I can't let go. The old house remembers what I'll always know. So I sing to the wind, to the land, to the past, a cowboy shadow in the sunset cast.
I rode down past a canyon road, boots worn thin, heart full of load. That old wind still whispers her name. Since she left, nothing feels the same. My hat's tilted, sun hanging low. The whiskey burns, but it's all I know. Got a picture of her in my coat, and a goodbye she never wrote. Just dust and whiskey, and a memory that won't die. Love like fire, burned under open sky. Now I'm chasing shadows in the heat and the haze, trying to outrun her ghost for days. Dust and whiskey, that's all she left behind.
life outshined every tune. Now it's just smoke and a lonesome song, played by a man who got it all wrong. I talked to stars she used to name, pour another glass to ease the blame, but every sip just takes me back to her sundress and that one dirt track. Just dust and whiskey and a memory that won't die, a love like fire burned under open sky. Now I'm chasing shadows in the heat and the haze, trying to outrun her ghost for days. Dust and whiskey, that's all she left behind. If I could turn this horse around, I'd ride back to that sleepy town. But some things ain't made to last, like train smoke and a lover's past. Dust and whiskey and her name in the wind, a story I keep living again and again. And if you find her out there someday, tell her I still ride but lost my way, with just dust and whiskey and a heart that won't unwind.
Under the shade of an old oak tree, where the river bends and sighs softly, we carved our names young and free in the wild. Her laughter danced sweet as the evening mild. The oak stood witness to vows softly spoken. Beneath its boughs a heart was once unbroken. Oak tree whispers in the dusky twilight, memories flutter like leaves in the night. Her scarf a faded red against the bark in the quiet town where she left her mark. Oh, how the silence speaks in what remains. The oak tree whispers, echo in my pains. Years roll like tumbleweeds through the plains. Her path veered far from these gravel lanes. The porch we built, now old and worn, holds the ghost of the love that I mourn. Where once her laughter filled the summer air, now only echoes meet my solemn stare. Oak tree whispers in the fading light, memories darken like the coming night. Her scarf still clinging to dreams gone stark in the quiet town that hides in the dark. Oh, how the shadows move where we once lay. The oak tree whispers, calling me to stay. Oh, the saddle rests on the dusty beam, beside the boots that chased our fleeting dream. The rains have come and washed away the traces, but not the yearning from these empty spaces. Oak tree whispers while the cold wind sweeps through the fields where the old love weeps.
Her scarf a relic of a past so stark, in the quiet town now forever dark. Oh, how the heart holds tight what it can't replace. The oak tree whispers, lost in time's embrace.
Down by the river where the willows weep, she carved our names in the bark so deep. Underneath that old oak tree, her laughter rang wild and free. The dusty trails knew our wandering souls in the town where the church bell tolls. We danced through nights under starry lights, her voice in the wind holding me tight. But now the porch swings alone, the door softly moans. Her scarf caught on the fence, faded and worn. And every sunset that bleeds into night whispers her name, her voice held tight. Roll like a lonesome freight through empty cabins and hearts that wait. Where once her boots by the doorway stood, now just echoes in a silent wood. The gravel roads they all remember, her smile in the fire's dying ember. But time it took what I held dear, left me with shadows when I reach disappear. Now the porch swings alone, the door softly moans. Her scarf caught on the fence, weathered and torn. And every sunset that bleeds into night cries out her name, her voice held tight. Vast unyielding skies, I see her eyes and the stars that rise. And though I roam through this endless plight, her soul's a lantern in my night. Still the porch swings alone, the door softly moans. Her scarf caught on the fence, threads bare and shorn. As the twilight concedes to the night, I hold her close, her voice held tight. In the quiet whispers of the night, forever her voice, forever held tight. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild river's bank, I first saw her smile by the old cabin plank. Soft as the breeze in her faded blue dress, under that sky I swore I'd never confess. How the scarves in her hair danced a sweet silent song on a porch where my heart's been lost for so long. Graves sank my joys beneath that cold dusty ground,
where our laughter once lived, but it don't make a sound. The stars overhead, they watched as I cried, lost in the winds where my solace has died. Years rolled like thunder through towns built on sand. She drifted away like the dust through my hand. The oak tree still standing, but the cabin fell through, just like the dreams that I built around you. Gravel roads wind away, but they don't lead me back to the time when my soul wasn't cloaked in this black. Graves sank my joys beneath that cold, dusty ground, where our laughter once lived, but it don't make a sound. The stars overhead, they watched as I cried, lost in the rains where my solace has died. Now the saddle's worn thin and the trails all but fade, like the memories of kisses under the oak's gentle shade. Maybe pain's just a guest that's overstayed its night, but her echo in the valley keeps on riding my plight. Grave sank my joys, but her whisper finds the breeze. In the twilight of the prairie, she still comforts and teases. So I wander these lands, a shadow set free beneath wide open skies. She's no longer here to see. Yet graves sank my heart deep where love's never tired, in the wild whispered west where our past keeps it admired.
In a town where the oak shadows lay long, she danced under starlights, life was a song. Her eyes like the storm skies, wild and profound. In the windswept silence, our love was bound. We shared whispered dreams on an old porch swing as night crickets sang and silver bells rang. Her eyes tied down my rambling heart under moonlit skies, now worlds apart. The dust on my boots keeps the trails of her gaze in each town I pass, through the sun's tired haze. Time swept away the tracks we once rode, gravel roads empty where our stories flow. The cabin we dreamed in, now silent forlorn. The windows like eyes, shattered and worn. The rain on the roof sings a lonesome tune for a dance that ended too soon. Her eyes tied down my rambling heart under starlit skies, now worlds
worlds apart. The dust on my boots keeps the trails of her gaze in each town I pass. Through the moon's gentle haze, on a faded trail where the wildflowers sigh, I reckon every sunset's a goodbye. Scarves in the wind, a memory's tease, solitude's companion, no more to appease. Her eyes tied down my rambling heart, in dreams we ride, never depart. The dust on my boots, her soft sweet praise, her eyes a wilderness in the twilight's last blaze. As I sing to the stars where old loves reside, her eyes tie me down to the right.
Underneath the willow by the creek where whispers run, I carved our names inside the bark back when love had just begun. That old oak stood by silently, watching seasons come and go, where we swore our dreams to starlit skies in the glow of campfires glow. Oh, my heart's still on that gravel road where your laughter filled the air. The winds of time, they blow so cold, now you're no longer there. My saddle died young, lost in the dust of dreams we had begun. Every sunset bleeds into my soul, where your shadow comes undone. The porch still creaks a lonesome tune, scarf hangs on the hook, dances with the ghost of you in each cranny and each nook. The cabin holds our whispered love, but now it's only I who speak. Echoes of your footsteps haunt every board that creaks. Oh, my heart's still on that gravel road where your laughter filled the air. The winds of time that blow so cold, now you're no longer there. My saddle died young, lost in the dust of dreams we had begun. Every sunset bleeds into my soul, where your shadow comes undone. Empty trails alone beneath the endless sky, each mile a memory fading fast, each star a tear I've cried. The thorns of time may prick my skin, but your memory's thorn runs deeper. Pain's the only proof I have, the reaper's not the keeper. Oh, my heart's still on that gravel road where your laughter filled the air. The winds of time, they blow so cold, now you're no longer there. My saddle died young, lost in the dust of dreams we had begun. Every sunset bleeds into my soul, where your shadow comes undone. And as the horizon swallows the sun, I whisper to the night, love's a journey never done, even when it's out of sight. But oh, the ride was worth it all, despite the heartache that it brings. For a cowboy's tale ain't complete without the pain that true love sings.
In the shadow of the willow, where the creek used to sing, stood an old wooden house beneath the oak tree's wing. We carved our names in its ancient bark, promises whispered soft in the dark. The porch still groans under weight of the past, where I'd wait for a smile as long as it lasts. The old house walked away just like my love did too, left behind the dust, the memories, and the morning dew. The sun dips low, painting skies, a heartbreak hue. Every creaking step, another echo of you. The room's now hollow, the fireplace cold, where laughter once bubbled and stories were told. The scarf she wove, now threads of gray, lay forgotten like the words we didn't say. Gravel roads stretch, reaching for the mournful moon. My boots tread lightly, avoiding our old tune. The old house walked away just like my love did too, left behind the dust, the memories, and the morning dew. The wind whispers secrets in the winter's harsh sway, carrying pieces of yesterday further away. Under the endless drift of the prairie skies, I found solace in the land where my heart lies. But every sunset still sings her name in the colors that burn, never twice the same. Yes, the old house walked away with my heart locked inside, through the fading trails and the long, lonesome ride. As the stars above start to gently decay, in the quiet of the night I hear it say, never really gone, just lost in the wind's fray. The house, the love, my peace all just walked away. So here I stand where the old house once lay, a cowboy in memory, just fading away.